So how did Jim Thorpe, Pennsylvania get its name? Okay, Jim Thorpe, Pennsylvania is a tiny community. It sits on the edge of a river in eastern Pennsylvania, 4,500 people roughly. Now, it was originally known as Mach Chunk. Now, it was actually two communities. There was Mach Chunk on one side of the river. On the other side of the river, you had East Mach Chunk. Okay, so what happened was these two towns were looking for ways to attract people to the area, attract business. Obviously, you want to make ends meet, so that was a big thing for them. So that's what they were doing. Now, this area is known for railroads, very big area with railroads. They were shipping coal out of there, as well as business from the river. So now let's fast forward over to Jim Thorpe, the athlete. Now, first of all, you need to understand this guy was one of the greatest athletes of the 20th century. He won 2 gold medals in 1912 in Stockholm, Sweden at the Olympics, pentathlon and decathlon. He was told by the King of Sweden that you're the greatest athlete to ever live, basically, or at least the greatest athlete ever alive. He played in the NFL. He was one of the best players ever to play in college, but he also played in baseball for at least 3 teams, the New York Giants, which he played for the New York Giants in the NFL as well, the Cincinnati Reds, and he finished with the Boston Braves. I was also reading that he also played basketball on top of that. He even considered playing hockey. This just tells you how great an athlete he was. And when he won those 2 Olympic gold medals, he did that after somebody stole his shoes. He had to borrow shoes. So what happened was his widow, when he died in 1953, she's looking for ways to be able to pay the bills. They didn't have a lot of money when he died. He had struggled with alcoholism. They had financial issues. So she hears about these 2 towns looking for ways to find ways to raise revenue and be able to attract business. So she proposes to them, name the town after my husband, and she did it for money, of course, because she was needing money. The 2 towns agreed. They merged from one borough into one town, and they renamed it Jim Thorpe. So it's got a lot of tourism now, and that's how it became known as Jim Thorpe, Pennsylvania. By the way, he was a Native American on top of that. So in the meantime, hope you enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe. Fair winds and following seas. Bye-bye.